So you are more valuable than you think. And here's something that might shock you. Most of my clients are actually smarter than me. They have more experience, more expertise, and more credentials. So why do they hire me? And more importantly, what does this tell you about your own untapped value? Stay with me because by the end of this episode, you're going to see yourself and your potential in a completely different light. At least I hope you will.
As a young child, Edwina Adams was quiet by nature. She would whisper when speaking. In boot camp, she was thrashed for not yelling loud enough. But when she discovered her ex-husband was a con man, she started to make noise, proving you don't have to be loud to make some noise. Now Edwina's on a mission to motivate. So kick back and tune in for candid conversations with those who have harnessed the power of their voices. Let's make some noise.
Welcome back to Let's Make Some Noise, where noise is my acronym for a narrative of inspiration, strength, and encouragement. I'm Edwina Adams, and today we're talking about something that could completely shift how you see your worth in this world. Because here's the truth. You're probably sitting on way more value than you realize. And the people who need your help, they can't find it because you're keeping it hidden. You know, I have worked with PhDs, former pro baseball players with master's degrees and a business, successful franchise owners, and people with 20 plus years of corporate experience. I don't have any of that, but I am someone who can look at someone's business and instantly spot the bottlenecks that they can't see. And I am somebody who has built a personal brand and knows the power of it and how that can help them. You don't have to know everything. You just need to be one step ahead of someone else. That's what my business coach always said, and it is so true. You know, it's kind of like this. If you need to learn how to drive, you don't have to go find a NASCAR championship driver. You need someone who has mastered the basics and that can guide you through them clearly. When your organization is struggling, you don't need a PhD in efficiency. You need someone who's figured out a system that works and can walk you through it. Now, I never want to be the smartest person in the room, because my job isn't to have all the answers. My job is to be the guide who helps brilliant people see what they already know from a different angle. So I really want you to think about this. What do you know that feels obvious to you, but a lot of times it just mystifies other people? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have a gift for making people feel heard and understood. Maybe you can take a complex idea and explain it in a way it clicks for people. Maybe you've mastered how to do international travel and the easiest ways to navigate airports and lost luggage. That's stuff that people want to know. I really want you to understand the fact that something that comes naturally to you doesn't make it worthless. It makes it valuable. Okay. The fact that you can't imagine why someone would pay you for something that feels easy to you is exactly why they need you. Your expertise doesn't have to be perfect or complete. It just needs to be one step ahead of where someone else is right now. And trust me, there are people out there who are desperately need what you have already figured out. I already said this, but it's so true. Now, here's where a lot of people get it wrong. And I said this the other day on a video and I actually sung it. I didn't plan to sing, but I did. It just came out of my mouth. They think that hiding their light under a bushel is being humble. And that's the way we're supposed to be. And that might be you. And maybe you think this too. Maybe you think, you know what? If people are meant to find me, they're just going to magically find me. Look, that's not humility. That is like abdication of your responsibility. I know it's a big word, but it means you're hiding from your responsibility. Okay. You have a responsibility to build a personal brand that clearly communicates who you help and how you help them. Because the truth is, while you're sitting there being modest and humble, the person who needs your help might end up working with someone who isn't humble at all and who takes advantage of people. You don't want that. They may work with someone who doesn't give them the attention and the dedication that you would give them. But how are they going to know if you don't tell them? And it has to be more than just a pretty logo and nice taglines. It's about your service, okay? Your service to others. And it's about making sure the right people can find you when they need you the most. This is what I want you to be able to do. And you can. The best way to let other people know other people know you're available isn't through aggressive marketing tactics and pushy sales tactics. I don't like that. So I'm really happy that there is a better way, but you got to know how to do it. And it's through authentic storytelling and consistent value delivery. Your personal brand is essentially your story. You have one. I don't have to create it for you. You have your own story, who you are, who you serve, and why you're uniquely positioned to help them. It's about showing up consistently and sharing insights and demonstrating your value through your actions, not just your words. Look, and the truth is, the only person responsible for building your personal brand is you. No one else is going to advocate for your unique perspective, and no one else is going to share your story. No one else is going to connect the dots between your expertise and the people who need it. When you build a strong personal brand, you're not just promoting yourself, you're creating a bridge between your knowledge and someone who needs it. You're making it easier for the right people to find you, to help them at the right time. So, how do you apply this in your life and business? I first want you to stop waiting until you know everything. Just start. Start helping from where you are with what you know right now. Someone needs exactly what you already have learned. Okay. Second, get comfortable with visibility. Quit hiding under that bushel. Share your insights, tell your stories, let people see how you think and how you solve problems. And third, be specific about who you help and how. Vague offers help no one, but clear, specific value propositions help the right people. And then remember that your personal brand is not about being perfect. It's about being useful, authentic, and findable by the people who need what you offer. Doesn't that sound great? I mean, you want to help people, right? Chances are, if you're listening to my podcast, you're kind of like me. You're purpose driven. You love people. You genuinely have a light that you want to shine for the world. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, this makes sense, but I don't know where to start, I want you to know that this is exactly the kind of people I work with, and I love helping you. Whether you're an overwhelmed business owner who needs to systemize your operations so you can focus on what really matters, or you're someone who's ready to align and thrive and make some serious noise. And of course, that's my acronym for a narrative of inspiration, strength, and encouragement. I've walked this path of building authentic visibility, and I'm here to help you navigate that too. And here's what I know. You have something valuable to offer to the world. The question isn't whether you're good enough. It's whether you're brave enough to let people know how to find you. And let's stop for a minute and recap what bravery is. Bravery doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you do it in spite of fear, okay? Remember, you don't have to be the expert on everything. You just need to be one step ahead, ready to extend your hand to help someone else take that next step. Your value isn't determined by what you don't know. It's revealed by what you do know and how willing you are to share it with those who need it. Look, guys, if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're ready to explore how I might be able to work with you, you know where to find me. And you know what? I just started a new thing. It's called the Authentic Authority Academy, and it's on School. I've never had a school before, but you can join for free right now. And I will be there sharing some insights on personal branding and the stuff we're talking about, being visible. I'm referring to it as having eye-to-eye influence because I'm super passionate, and this is something for another podcast, but talking about how AI is really shifting people to do more personal interaction. So I want you to be comfortable with doing that. All right. So let's connect somehow. Okay. Take care. Love you guys. Hey, thank you for listening. 2 things. If today's episode brought you inspiration, strength, or a new perspective, I would be so appreciative if you subscribe and leave a review. Your feedback helps me keep bringing stories and insights that matter most to you. And second of all, to stay connected or engage with the community, go to edwinaadams.com/links. That's LINKS. And remember, you're one step closer to building beyond your adversity and crafting a life of impact and purpose. Keep making noise, and we'll see you on the next episode.